Hello lovelies, my name is Ifelua and you're welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I went about the cutting and the sewing of this BUBU gown you see on the screen. And if this is something you're interested in learning, you'd want to watch this video to the end. So guys, for the making of this dress, I made use of 4 yards of Ankara fabric and these lace trimmings you see. Now let's go to the cutting table. Now the first thing you need to do is to fold the fabric into 4 because we'll be cutting both the front piece and the back piece together. And after that, you go ahead to cut out your gown length. So I'm using length of 55 inches plus 2 inches seam allowance for the down part. So now I'm going to move to the folded edge of my fabric and go ahead to mark the neck width of 3 inches, which is for the front and back. And I'll be using the neck depth of 1.5, which is going to be for the back, and 6.5, which is going to be for the front. So this is me marking 6.5 for the front neck depth. And after that, I'll take my curve ruler to go ahead to draw the neckline. So the back neckline is going to be a round shape. So I'll use my curve to draw the round shape. And for the front neckline, it's going to be in a V shape. So I'll take my ruler and slant it just as you see me doing and draw out the V shape. So we have the front neckline and the back neckline. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead to mark my shoulder measurement divided by 2, which is 7.5, and I'm going to add my sleeve length. So you are going to mark your sleeve length, but for me, I'm making use of the whole length of this fabric here. So this part is going to serve as my sleeve length. So now from the edge of the sleeve, you are going to go down by 1 inch, which is going to serve as our shoulder slope. And after marking the 1 inch, I'm going to link it back to the neck tip, just as you see me doing.
To the city streets, we began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young, and it's just
so this is what you should have. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to the center front. Now I'm going to go ahead to mark out my bust point. So I'll place my tape on the tip like so and go ahead to mark my bust point. I'm using a bust point of 12 inches. And after marking it, I'm going to go ahead to draw a line across the point. So guys, this bust point line is going to serve as my sleeves opening. So this part is going to serve as the sleeve opening. So now the next thing I'm going to do is you are going to go to the down part of your fabric. Now I'm going to move to the down part of my fabric. And after that, from the end part, I'm going to go ahead to mark 16 inches upward. So I'll place my tape like so and go ahead to mark 16 inches upward. After marking the 16 inches upward, I'm going to come to the center front also and go ahead to mark 16 inches. After that, I'm going to draw an horizontal line, just as you see me doing. Now on this line here, I'll go ahead to mark my hip measurement divided by 4. So the hip of 42 divided by 4, which is 10.5, and I'm going to add 2 inches, which is going to serve as the seam allowance. So this 2 inches is for ease and also for sewing allowance. Now we have 12.5 inches. Now what I have on this line here, I'm going to place the same measurement on the M line. So you come to the M line and go ahead to mark your hip measurement divided by 4 plus 2 inches for ease allowance. After marking it, I'm going to go ahead to connect the points together just as you see me doing. Now I'm going to place my tape on this line and go up by 6 inches. So place your tape on this 16 inches line and go up by 6 inches. After which I'm going to draw a line across the points. After that, I'm going to come to this line and place my hip measurement divided by 4 plus 2 inches. So I'll come to this line and place the same measurement I marked on that 16 inches point, which is 12.5, and link it upward like this. So this 16 inches line is where our front slit is going to stop, and this 6 inches is going to be where our cuff is going to stop. Now, after making all these lines, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to move to the bust point. So you move to the bust line, and from the edge of the sleeve, you are going to mark 4 inches inwards. I hope you understand this part. You come to the bust point line and mark 4 inches inward. And after that, from this point here, you go ahead to draw a curve to meet that 6 inches line. So just watch closely how I'm going to draw the curve here, and do the same thing on your fabric.
Two hearts running wild. Now the morning is the afternoon. We lay awake in bed. The laughs so loud as the hours pass. We're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull stars from the sky just.
So you can see that I drew 2 curves. So depending on how wide or how long you want your curve to be, so you can decide to make your curve to stop in that 6 inches line we marked, or you make it stop on the 16 inches, which is going to be where our slit is going to stop. So basically what I did was, from this bust point here, from this point, a 4 inches point, I went ahead to draw a curve and make the curve stop in this 16 inches point, and also draw a curve and make it stop in this 6 inches point. So depending on how long you want your curve to be. So while drafting mine, I decided to stop in between this line here. So you can see that I'm drawing another curve. So I made my own curve to stop in between this line. So this is the point I'll be using. I hope you understand this part. So if there are any confusion, please kindly send a question in the comments below, and I'm going to do well to answer them on time. So after drawing this curve, this is the new points I'll be using now. So now the next thing you're going to do is you come to this bust point line again. So you're going to come to this bust point line and go ahead to draw something like this. So you go ahead to draw this curve, which is going to serve as the sleeve. So you draw the curve like this. After that, I come to this shoulder line and add half an inch, which is going to serve as my seam allowance. So this half an inch is going to serve as the joining of the front shoulders and the back shoulders together. So guys, basically this is all about the drafting of this design. Now the next thing to do is to go ahead to cut out our fabric.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be.
So guys, after the cutout, this is what I have, and I've also gone ahead to cut out the facing for the back and facing for the front. So now let's move to the sewing part. For the sewing part, I'm going to take the front piece. After opening it up, I'm going to place my facing on it. So I'll place the facing using the right side facing the right side of the main fabric. I'll place it like this and go ahead to stitch it down. I'll stitch the front piece and also the back piece down. And after stitching the facing to the fabric, I'm going to take the trimmings, which is this lacing. I'm going to go ahead to slit this part opening and place it on the front piece only. So I'm placing it on the front piece, and I'll also go ahead to cut out the slits for the front piece. So guys, this is what I have after sewing down the lace trimmings on the front piece, and I've also gone ahead to use my bias tape to turn the slit on the front piece. So this is the slit on the front piece. Can you see? So now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my back piece. I'm going to bring in my back piece and place it on the front piece with the right side facing each other and align the two shoulders together. So I'll make sure the front shoulders and the back shoulders are well aligned together, and after that I'm going to take it to the sewing machine and go ahead to stitch the two shoulders together using the 1/2 inch I added on the shoulder part. And I'll also turn in the sleeve. I'll turn in the sleeve opening and go ahead to stitch down the two sides of the fabric together, and I'll also go ahead to hem the down part. So I'll go ahead to do just that and come back to show you the final look of our dress. So loves, this is the final look of our dress. As you can see, the sleeve opening. I've gone ahead to turn it and I've sewn in the two sides together. So that's all about the cutting and the sewing of this design. If this video was helpful, show some love by hitting the like button and sharing your thoughts in the comments below. Also, do not forget to hit on the subscribe button, subscribe to this channel for more sewing tutorials like this, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future content. So guys, thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Bye for now.